Welcome to New York Socialites. I am Gretchen. I'm here with my oldest friend Rachel. There's a lot going on in the world, and we have a lot of opinions about it. So, big news this week we're recording this on July 9th, 2026, and as we all know, Taylor Swift got married at Madison Square Garden. Whether you wanted to know or not, you now know.
She sure did.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And
yeah.
I feel like the thing that I love about this is that this time last week we were just really conjecturing about what happened at this wedding. And in many ways we still are.
Yeah. We don't really know. We know nothing.
So I think that what we do know is utterly ridiculous.
I know. If it's true, it's pretty ridiculous, yeah.
But basically what we know is that, Taylor Allison Swift is the genius we always knew that she was, and if she wanted to have a very private wedding, she absolutely did.
Yeah, I have a little bit of cognitive dissonance about this, because she had a very private wedding in that nothing really was leaked.
Somehow.
There are some rumors, of course.
Of course.
But she also got married at Madison Square Garden with 1,000 people and put it up on a Jumbotron that she was married. So it's like, you wanted a private wedding.
For the fans.
Yeah, you wanted a private wedding. But you also wanted an event, which you got.
Sure.
And yeah, so it's interesting. I'm kind of trying to negotiate that in my head. But we do know that she wore Dior, so I think one of us
So we
guessed
were wrong.
that. Well, that was my second
wrong.
What did you guess? Because my second choice was Dior, but
I guessed all the English designers.
yes, I think I did Sarah Burton, Givenchy, yeah.
Actually, I think that you had Jonathan Anderson on your list.
For sure. It was on my list, and kind of when I logged off, I'm like, oh, I think she might go for Dior, but
now here's
I didn't
the
guess
reason
it.
that I did not guess Dior is because Jonathan Anderson for Dior is so cool, and everything we know about Taylor Swift is that she's a lot of things, but cool is not
She's
one of them.
not really cool, yeah.
She's a lot of she has a lot of very good things that you could say about her, but I never would have thought that but of course she has access to literally anything that she wants. Of course the coolest designer right now in 2026 is making her wedding gown. I fell out of my chair laughing when I saw that it was a white tux that Travis wore. I was like, Gretchen,
I guessed it. I knew it. I was like, there's no way he's not wearing anything but a white tux. I was sure about. The dress I didn't know, but that one I was sure about.
You were so right.
Also by Dior. Somehow
Also
they
by
got
Dior.
him to make a white tux, so
I'm sure
congrats
it
to
looked
them.
lovely.
Yeah.
I just, yeah. I
I
mean,
know.
Travis would, and he did, and
Yeah.
I think that's great. There's so many little details about this wedding that it make me feel like this was Travis's day too, and I
For sure.
like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there are some very weird rumors out there. We've heard that the vows were 20 minutes each. That they say she sang.
Seems long.
It's a long time. I used to do wedding photography, so I've been to a lot of weddings, and I have never seen 20 minutes per person.
No, that's like a commencement speech. That's too long. It's 20 minutes put together is too long for vows.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you want to be hitting about the 4 to 5 minute mark per
that's
vows.
tops. Yeah. I've been to a 2-minute ceremony before. People were like, that was great. And they were like, I'm so glad that was quick. Yeah.
Especially when you know that it's, well, I mean, maybe your opinion may vary, but when you know that it's not the actual ceremony and you know that they actually are legally married already, how much of this vows stuff should we really be doing, or does it kind of become part of the show, or is that cute? Is it we want our friends and family to be part of this, or 1,000 of the people that we have met in our lives?
Yeah, honestly, again, when I did wedding photography, the long, one of the longer ones was there were about 5 people there. It was the 2 of them and their immediate families, at a ski thing. And
That's
I thought
sweet.
it was, a little ski, resort, and then they went out to dinner afterwards. And it was honestly some of the most impactful vows, but they were, again, about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And
5 minutes is long.
yeah, and they include, obviously it was not for the performance, it was just like for like, because it was not that many people, but I would say 20 minutes per person. If that is true, that's a long time. And I know they're both used to being in the public eye, so maybe that doesn't register with them, but that's a lot.
Now, I don't really think of Travis Kelce as being good on the mic, although I know that he hosts a podcast.
True, he does. But we all saw him when he won the Super Bowl that one time and just sang Viva Las Vegas, and yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift was still
I'm
like,
sure
oh,
he was a little bit more composed during
hopefully,
his wedding vows.
I hope so. But yeah, I did hear that she might have sang, which is a little cringe to me if she did.
I didn't.
But
I heard that it's possible that she walked down the aisle to like a string version of one of her songs.
I heard that too. Yeah.
I didn't hear that she sang, but there were like vocal performances at the reception.
There were. Yeah.
Which, is really cool.
Yes, that was awesome. Like, honestly, giving your 1,000 closest friends and family a show of like potentially Paul McCartney and Stevie Nicks is pretty amazing.
That's incredible. Like, what a swing. Even bigger swing than having Adam Sandler officiate your wedding.
That shocked me. I did not see that one coming. I would not have guessed that. So,
but I really do think that this is one of the things that like that was for Travis. Like,
for sure. Yeah.
I know he's a huge Adam Sandler fan. Yeah. He was in Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah. I wonder what that phone call went like. Like, who called Adam Sandler and was like, how would you like to officiate this wedding?
Was it Tree?
Was it Tree? Tree Payne.
Did Tree call his agent? She's like, Adam's going to get a really interesting call in a couple of days. Probably. I suggest you say yes.
Yeah, I suggest you pick up and say yes. Yeah. And so we know that they had no bridal party, which I kind of was thinking, but because I feel like a lot of women who are getting married a little bit like older, this is not like, she's not old by any means, but a lot of people
she's like an older bride.
Yeah, like 30s. She's my age, so like 36, 37. She was, I feel like women getting married over 35 like are not really having bridal parties as much, which I think makes sense. Honestly, I would do it like the British way. Like in Britain originally, bridesmaids were usually all children, like they weren't adults.
That's cute. Like a bunch of little flower girls.
Yeah. So like Kate Moss, for example, like she didn't, when she got married, it was just like 10 little girls, which
cute.
Is kind of the traditional way of doing it, I guess. Which is probably what I would end up doing if I had a bridal party. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of made sense. I wasn't that surprised. I am dying to see the dress, as is everyone. But
I am too, because we saw the Jonathan Anderson couture show yesterday, 2 days ago in Paris, and there was like a very bridally looking gown
I loved
at that
dress.
show, and it was gorgeous,
so beautiful. Yeah.
So like maybe something similar to that. I really loved the fabrication of like it was like a gauzy lacy with like appliques. It had a lot of texture, but it was very like gauzy. It was, oh my god, it was gorgeous. I would wear that to my wedding.
I was gonna say that would be like my wedding dress. I've only seen a couple like wedding dresses that I was like, that one, and like that wasn't like a top 5 for me. But I do love like little detaily things. I would be really surprised though, given how kind of territorial she is, if she gave any permission to use her design or vice versa, or like wanted to use a design.
That's true. I mean, it was definitely custom. We know that. So like, but maybe a similar fabric, or maybe you know, something
similar kind of effect. Yeah.
Because the runway show was the day after her wedding. So
busy week for Jonathan Anderson. Yeah.
A big week. He honestly, he had a great week at Paris Couture.
Yeah.
It was amazing. A lot of people had a great week. That's not what we're here to talk about. We will talk about it.
Yes, we need to talk about that, because there were some amazing collections. But I did also hear, I believe from Dumois, who knows, but there was a picture leaked. I could not find it. I did a light Google search of them with a white dog at their wedding, which is apparently their dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's their dog. I think that I recognize that dog from the Miss Americana documentary, and I believe it is her mother's dog.
Gotcha. Okay. I did not watch the documentary, so good intel. Yeah. But
Although that was a long time ago, so if it is, that would be a really old dog, but you never know.
maybe it had a child, and now
Maybe.
that's
Or maybe
Taylor.
her mom just loves to have a white, fluffy dog.
Yes. Maybe. Yeah. Any
Because
other
Taylor, canonically a cat person.
True. Though I feel like Travis is decidedly a dog person.
He has dog
Seems-
energy.
Yeah, he has real dog energy.
And I do
So-
think that Taylor, like, would be sweet with a dog,
Yeah.
but, like, I don't know if that dog is, like, invited to the wedding. But, I mean, it's Travis's wedding, too, so maybe it's, like, a co-dog. Who knows?
Maybe it's a co-dog. And what I hope that
I just feel
cat
like
and dog.
her cats are, like, part of her public persona. Like, she
True.
has introduced them on social media. You would think that if she had a dog that was her dog, that dog would have had, like, a big
True.
coming out on social media.
Very true. That is a good point. Yes. Yeah, it probably is just some family member's dog. But it is kind of weird I mean, I guess you could have driven in, but to, like, fly in with a dog just to attend the wedding, unless
Well,
she
they
was,
have
like,
a private
Oh,
plane.
true. I always forget, which we know Tree Pain is using all the time and causing the trees pain, which I think is funny.
Tree.
yeah.
Catching strays.
She looked amazing. I thought she looked great.
She looked incredible. Everyone looked incredible.
Everyone looked great. And it did really seem like there was a color theme. Did you notice that? I don't know.
I noticed a lot of people wearing gold.
Yeah, pink, like
And
pinks.
pink.
Yeah.
I wonder, though, if, like, apparently there was, like, some sort of leak of the invitation or, like, some text from the invitation, and I think it just said black tie.
Okay.
So
everyone's just wearing gold and pink because Winston
I think maybe they just thought that, like, those would be, like, colors that would fit kind of her aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really loved the picture of Zoe Kravitz, like, getting into her car to go to the wedding, because no one has ever looked more like a Jewish grandmother going to a wedding than Zoe Kravitz going to this wedding. She was full bubby.
That's so funny. Oh my god, that's actually pretty accurate. Yeah.
Like, she had her, like, jacket slung over one shoulder. She had, you know, her, like, gold long sleeve sequin.
Yeah, like knee
short
length. Yeah.
dress, like,
Yeah.
full bubby.
Yeah,
Loved it.
she was not reading black tie to me, so it was funny. Like,
I mean,
maybe
she looked great, but
She always
looked,
kind of like does a little. She plays a little bit with the dress code, I think. So
yeah. And
yeah.
Harry, not
not
with
there.
her.
Yeah.
Not there. Well, and then I, like, did a little research, and he is on tour right now.
Okay.
so.
Makes sense. Yeah. Margaret Qualley not there, and then we find out they probably split up. Interesting.
Sad for
So,
her.
I know.
I
Yeah.
feel like Jack Antonoff, like, is very mean for breaking up with her right before Taylor Swift's wedding.
Oh, who does that?
He-
Maybe. Yeah.
He's on my list. I feel like that's such a dick move.
I don't feel. So, I'm wondering, and who the fuck knows? And I know that, like, they didn't start dating during the beginning. I think they started dating what I want to say Hannah Horvath. Lena Dunham started dating him. I don't think it was at the beginning of Girls. I think it was like partway through, right?
It was during Girls, and then a little bit after, and
Yeah.
then they broke up
Yeah.
when he was working with Lorde.
Yes.
And
Yes.
there are some thoughts about what may or may not
and
have happened.
Apparently, they might have both cheated at that time or something, but according to her book. But there is a theory that Adam Driver is kind of his character is based off of Jack Antonoff a little bit, and
Yikes.
that's concerning if that's the case. But
That is concerning.
yeah, but because Adam Driver is many things, but his character in Girls was not an ideal boyfriend.
No. Kind of a disaster. Kind of like the 5 boyfriends you meet in hell in New York when you're in your 20s.
All together in one.
Yes.
In one person. Yeah. But So it is kind of a dick move. They've probably been split up for a couple months, but you know, wait it out until July 10th, and let her come to the
Sure.
wedding.
Like, let her come to the wedding. Like, you guys
Yeah.
are, it's not like this is like a girlfriend and like it ran its course and it's over. Like, this
No.
is your wife.
Yeah.
Bring her to Taylor Swift's wedding.
Please. I'm sure she bought a dress for this or like had,
Or had one
arranged a dress.
made.
Yeah. Ugh, so annoying.
And he's still out there wearing his wedding ring. We saw it all over page 6.
So maybe it's her choice. Maybe she just doesn't want to. Maybe she was like, Taylor Swift's wedding is not worth this. And that means it's really
Maybe
bad.
she finally read Lena Dunham's book and was like, I got some questions.
Maybe. And honestly, it's got to be pretty bad if Taylor Swift's wedding is not worth it. Because as much as I'm not a Swiftie, but I would be just so interested to go and see,
Exactly.
of course, yeah.
Like, I'm sure that many of the people who were at this wedding were not Swifties.
No,
Like, there were
yeah.
many sports people.
Yeah.
George Stephanopoulos was there. Like,
Yeah,
I just feel like,
I was a little disappointed about some of the invitees, but we don't need to get into it. But like,
or maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was the other Greek reporter.
I think there was like some political people that weren't great that were there who might have been Travis's invites. Who knows? But like,
I think I'm thinking of someone. I'm thinking of someone else. I can see them in my head. They have
Okay.
a strange name and they're a reporter. They have like a Greek name and they're a reporter.
oh, I don't know of anyone else other than George Stephanopoulos who has a Greek name.
It'll come to me.
Okay. But it's gonna be pretty bad for Margaret Qualley to be like, I'm giving up the invite to this wedding to not go because he's still wearing his wedding ring. Maybe that's just a ploy to make himself look good, but like, and not ask
Probably.
questions. But yeah, or it's like it's that bad. That's gotta be bad.
I mean, either
Yeah.
way, I'm quite suspicious of Jack Antonoff at this point in life.
Yeah. He did look kind of like he always. It's funny because I saw a picture, of him, and I'm like, oh, he looks like no offense, like everyone has bad days, and everyone. I don't want to judge anyone their looks, but like, he looked kind of run down. Like he always looks kind of like he's like a
Yeah.
millennial it boy, and he looked kind of run down. And,
He was
yeah.
giving like Adam Sandler vibes,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
in those page 6 photos
He
of his
was.
basketball shorts and his like Knicks champions top. And
Yeah, which is I feel like not his normal look.
no, we
But-
have seen him extremely put together in many situations.
Yeah. So that probably was related, but who knows? But yeah, did you have any favorite looks, favorite rumors? What were your takeaways?
Hey, I feel like my favorite rumor is that Avril Lavigne won a Chanel bag in one of the raffles at
What?
this wedding,
I did not hear this one.
which is such a strange Mad Lib. Like, I feel like no one has ever said that sentence before.
No.
First of all, Avril Lavigne was at this wedding.
Yeah, why? Who invited her?
Second of all, they were doing raffles at this wedding, which
That's
apparently, like,
hilarious.
that is sourced. That was in the People article that there, or I guess they weren't raffles, but they it kind of like they had like
Giveaways.
arcade style games, and then with the tickets you could like enter the tickets into like, I guess, yeah, a raffle to win expensive things like designer bags, or they gave away a car. They gave away a Chevy Chevelle.
What? This is so... Dude, I'm sorry. This is making me a little bit mad, because these people can afford cars and Chanel bags, but, like, whatever. I don't know.
But so can Taylor Swift. Like, honestly, it's really fine. Like,
I know.
I'm sure that she can afford. She could have probably afforded to give every guest a Chanel bag.
I know, just give them all bags. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she should have given them all bags.
Yeah, just do, like, an Oprah
I
thing.
think that
Be
they
like, look
all
under
did
your
get
chair.
good swag. Like,
Yes,
I think that
I'm sure they did. They walked
the
out with those...
party favors were
Yeah,
good.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was, like, an Oscars bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to get, like, a little angry about arcade game type things where there's like one winner when there could be like 700 winners. You're like, just
But I feel like at that point, like, because everyone there was so rich and famous,
Yeah.
it's like they don't care, you know?
they don't care. I know. Avril Lavigne probably left that bag at the venue and forgot about it.
Someone else, though, one of the football wives also won a bag in a raffle and like
Oh.
took a picture of it and put it on social media. So I feel like
Oh.
the raffle items were appreciated.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, not every, of course, football players aren't always rich. So As we know
Yeah.
from Running Point, ball players aren't always rich. That's how I know things.
I do feel like it is strange that, like, obviously there were so many, like, very famous, very wealthy people on Taylor's side, but, like, all of the NFL and NFL adjacent people are actually, like, pretty normal.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
they NFL players make a lot of money, but they don't make Jack Antonoff money. So,
No,
like,
true. Yeah.
and some of these people in the, wedding were like his football player friend's sister and like her husband. So like some of these people were pretty normal who were at this wedding.
That's
and,
true.
like,
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
that's kind of like a cool thought. And
It
I'm
is.
sure that they were absolutely astounded by car raffles. And
Oh my
although
God.
they raffled off a car at our after prom party, so like I feel like it's
What?
a similar vibe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
We had a lot of. It was like actually a similar vibe to the Taylor Swift wedding. It was like.
Okay, so just a little context. Rachel and I went to school districts that are right next to each other. And my school district was not raffling those off.
Well, did you go to the after prom party?
No, but that they lock you in a gym so you don't drive drunk, and that's the whole thing.
And then in the morning, they let you out to drive your new car.
Yeah. What? I mean, I know you guys do have, like, one really wealthy alumni that gives a lot, but
I think
was
that
he
this was
there then?
before he became wealthy.
Wow.
Because it was
That's
when
so
I
interesting.
graduated.
How did you guys
So
get the money for that?
It's the Booster Club puts it on, I think. I don't know what they get up to.
My school did not have a fucking booster club.
Every school has a Booster Club.
If I knew about the booster club, I mean, if it was there, I didn't know about it. And
Did they not? I feel like so they gave away lots of other stuff too. They raffled like TVs and mini fridges.
What?
Stuff for your dorm room.
No. This did not happen at my school. No.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Is it possible that you were too cool for the after prom party and thus did not know about the good raffle?
No, I am sure. we weren't a poor school, but you know that we didn't have all that stuff. I mean, maybe they raffled off like gift cards to restaurants. Like that's what it would have been.
I feel like people wouldn't have stayed.
Well, that's why
Like
no
you
one
stay
stayed.
for the good raffle.
That's why no one stayed. If they were giving away a car, I probably would have considered going to the after prom party.
And I considered going to the after prom party, but I didn't.
Yeah. I
But
would
I
have
knew
considered
about
that.
all of the raffles. There was a hypnotist there. It's like a whole thing.
Okay, so you were too cool for the raffles, but I might have stayed for a car and a mini fridge and a TV. I was going through a rough time.
I feel like a lot of people did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in that way, I feel like
So
I
you-
understand some of the vibe of the
So you
Taylor Swift
basically
wedding.
went to Taylor Swift's wedding
Basically.
several years ago. Oh my God, I had no idea. No, they just I know also with your school, they used to put that like totaled car on. Wasn't that your school?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
not the car that they raffled.
Was that the one? They used to always put a totaled car on Rachel's like athletic field that like bordered
Yeah.
the main road, and it used
During prom season, and it was
Yes.
like, don't drink and drive. Look what can happen to you.
to be, yeah.
And that was very scary.
It was scary. It scared me.
I guess there must have been like a car connection. Like
There must have been.
Somebody in the orbit of the Booster Club must have been like,
so many questions. Like, what kind of car? Was it a used car? Was it a new car?
know.
Was it like a Jetta? Was it like a RAV4? Like, I have so many questions.
I can try to find out. You know what? I can try to find out. I don't remember because I was not there.
Okay.
But
I'll ask around.
I feel like it was a
yeah.
good car. Like people would have wanted the car.
Okay.
I already had a car, so like I guess I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention.
I did have my grandparents' car at the time. My grandparents were big car people, and they used to give away, like, after 5 years, they'd be like, here, take this car. So I had a grandma car.
They were basically Taylor Swift.
They were basically Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's true. I didn't have to raffle for that. But I do know the presidents, like, they might have been co-presidents, and they were twins of my class. Maybe I could ask them.
I love that.
I know. They're the best.
My
I
God.
could probably ask
Anyway.
them about I'm just shocked by this information. I'm totally shocked. Okay. Anyways, any other like favorite looks or rumors?
I mean, okay, so Avril Lavigne won the purse. Like, what was she doing there?
Yeah.
What other, I mean, did we see what Ed Sheeran was wearing?
That was bad.
It was concerning. I mean, I'm always concerned about Ed Sheeran. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people are.
Yeah.
And this did not assuage those concerns at all. I feel like just someone needs to check on Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. It wasn't black tie. I thought his wife
First of
looked
all,
quite
it
nice.
was not black tie. His wife did
Number
look
one.
nice.
Number one, it wasn't black tie. It was a t-shirt and a bright blue suit jacket and pants
It's like
with
the ugliest
sneakers.
suit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, and don't wear
Like,
that
just
color blue
With
when
your
yeah.
like
You're a
highlighter
redhead.
red hair.
Yeah, you're a redhead.
The suit he wore was like sort of the color of this chair
Yes.
in the background.
Yes, it was.
Like it was very, very blue.
It was very blue. It was like highlighter
Yeah.
blue and highlighter red hair. Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. I was not. I didn't feel good about it.
And
You know what
like
I felt
he's like one of the
great
first
about
guests, too.
though?
Yeah.
He was one of the first
To
guests
arrive.
To arrive.
He's setting the tone. Anyways, what did you feel great about?
I did feel great about who is Taylor Swift's like normal person friend?
Oh, Abigail.
Abigail.
Yeah.
I thought that she looked really beautiful,
She
even though
did.
she wore the same dress as someone else.
Yeah, I mean that was gonna happen with that many people, but
Sure,
yeah.
there are 1,000 people there. Well,
Yeah.
also, does she shop at Reformation? Is that how
Was that a
happened?
Reformation dress?
I think it was. It didn't look like
That
something
doesn't
you could get
really
at Reformation.
feel like a Reformation, but it could have been.
I think
who
it
knows?
was, well, it was off the rack somewhere,
Yes,
and that's how that
yes.
happened, which,
Yeah,
you
which
know.
when you're buying off the rack, it's gonna happen. But I mean,
And also, like, could Taylor have, like, hooked her girl up? But
yeah, maybe
Whatever.
she was busy, but like,
it seems like
maybe she
kind
had
of the worst of
Maybe-
all possible outcomes for Abigail.
I mean, maybe she did have a custom dress and it didn't fit or didn't get done, and she had to buy off the rack. Who knows? But
That's
yeah,
true. Some sort
I-
of disaster befell her, and she did her best.
I
She
mean,
looked great.
She looked great. But that does kind of happen. I feel like if you do buy from Reformation, like almost guaranteed someone else is gonna be wearing that dress if you have a big enough
Absolutely.
wedding.
I will
Yeah.
tell you what, they cut a nice garment, and it is affordable,
Yeah.
and it ships quickly, and in the year of our Lord 2026, what can you ask for?
I know. It is. Yeah, I have some beef with Reformation, but we'll go into that another day. But one of the looks I loved actually was Gigi Hadid, and everyone has worn that dress. Like a lot of people have worn the
Yes.
dress, but she looked beautiful. I thought it looked really good on her. Like we've
She
seen
did
it on
look
lots
beautiful.
of people. Yeah.
Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you. I was like, I couldn't corroborate this, but Selena Gomez
Mm-hmm.
in her Oscar de la Renta dress, has she worn that dress before? I feel like I have seen that dress on
The
her.
gold one?
The
Or
gold
black
dress.
one? Okay.
The gold one. Like, did she
Hmm.
wear it to the Emmys last year
I
or
don't
something? I
know.
really feel like I have seen her in that dress before.
I cannot recall. It does look like a familiar dress,
Right?
but I would love that if she'd already worn it again. That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like what a sustainable move. I don't know. It felt like very deja vu.
Yeah. It's
I feel
definitely
like-
like in her wheelhouse for sure.
And she looked incredible. She's,
Mm-hmm.
she's just like such a tall, statuesque, beautiful person. And then like her husband is just like,
I thought Selena was short. I guess I'm wrong.
no, she's tall.
Really?
I mean, she's
Oh.
tall. She's like probably like 5'5", but like tall for a woman.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I am short, so I just default that everyone's either really tall because they're a lot taller than me. Like Taylor Swift is super tall.
Taylor Swift is super. And she like, I feel like she and Selena are like comparable.
Really? Oh my
I don't
god, I'm
know.
so confused. I always imagine Selena Gomez as like this really petite, like
I mean,
Girl,
I think
I'm
she
gonna
is
look it up.
petite, but like I
Yeah.
do believe that she's or maybe Martin Short and Steve Martin are also really short. Unclear.
okay, I'm gonna look this up, Hike. I am just so confused. Oh, she's 5'5". You guessed exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, she looked incredible. If she did wear that dress before, it still looks
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Really liked it.
It was beautiful. Yeah, that was one of my favorite looks too. But yeah, I think those are probably my top two. Yeah, I think that
What
was.
about
Yeah.
Lena Dunham?
Um, I thought she looked pretty good. Um, I mean, like it was a flattering outfit for her.
I
I
feel
would
like
say
she's gone full like
it's like
fun aunt.
I was gonna say like it looks like a mom outfit, but like
And I think that, yeah, she's in her like fun aunt era, kind
yeah,
of, right?
yeah.
Like, it was brightly colored taffeta is such a swing.
And she did have that giant flower, which was so funny.
Like,
Yeah,
probably a lot of people made a joke about it squirting water. Probably they were justified to do so.
yeah, yeah.
I just,
It
but
was
also she looked extremely confident and like,
yeah, and
and
what
she
I
was doing a theme because her
yeah
rehearsal dinner fit was also brightly colored
yes
taffeta.
yes. And what I do like about it is she often will like lately what I've seen her in are kind of like I don't want to say like like shapeless kind of dresses, um, and this I thought was much more flattering and more like fitted to her and
It was
nicely done.
very
Yeah,
structured.
yeah, which I liked. Um, but I did hear that she made a questionable speech or something. Did you hear about this?
I don't know if it was questionable. I think that everyone really liked her speech, but she made a joke about football being
Okay.
like a bunch of straight men reenacting gay porn.
I mean, I like that, but
I
I
think it's a
thought
funny joke, but also it's like everyone has made that joke.
I know. Yeah.
So,
I also feel like I might have heard a very unfounded rumor that she used the F word like as a slur. But that seems
oh,
questionable. Like, why
how
would
is
she
a
do that?
slur?
Like the F word that refers to gay people.
Oh,
Yeah, but like I
interesting.
that
I
would
did
be
not
very.
hear that.
I would just be surprised because that seems like a weird move for her. Like, I'm not the biggest Lena Dunham fan, but like, why would you go that route? Like that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I feel like that doesn't track.
Yeah, I guess like I don't know. We'll find out, but I have heard like that's what I heard at one point. But I mean, I
I
do
could
love.
see.
I mean, I like the joke. I
Yeah.
mean, straight like it's a pretty common joke, but yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah,
we've heard it before, but I'm sure Lena Dunham made a great speech and I'm sure it was like fresh and funny and I'm sure it was a little bit irreverent and like
yeah. I mean, it
maybe
always
some
is
of
a
the
little bit.
football folks were like, "Oh, we
Yeah, I mean, with
live
the
in
football,
Texas." And
yeah, with the football folks, you're gonna get some more conservative people who are just a little bit like, what? And then they might walk away being like, did she just call us F words? And like, then, that's
right. And
how
then
you get that.
the
Yeah, that becomes the rumor. So like, who knows? But, I, yeah, I would be surprised if that was true, but that's something I heard. So, um, but yeah, so she did the speech. I'm not surprised that she did the speech because she's the writer, I guess, or a speech at least. I wonder how many speeches there were.
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, but I'd say at least four.
Yeah, because I feel like, Taylor's parents would want to speak and Travis's parents would want to speak and,
So
or
that's
like
six.
the brothers or,
Yeah,
various people.
it was cute that her brother was the best or the man of
Yeah.
honor. That was cute. Yeah, but
Love
yeah.
that for him.
So, any other things you want to mention from?
I mean, I'm on pins and needles to see, the spread, which I guess at this point we're thinking is going to be a people spread
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
wedding. Because, I mean, people had the initial, like,
Scoop.
reporting.
That's right. You're right.
I did
Yeah.
like that one of the people that was there, I don't know who it was, maybe like I don't know, some kind of like businessy person made like a post on their LinkedIn, like right after like the night of the wedding, they like posted some details on their LinkedIn
Really? That's
and
so
then
funny.
immediately had to take it
Wait,
down.
I love that. That's hilarious. They're like,
Like,
this is what I learned about B2B from Taylor Swift's wedding. Like, yeah.
I mean, I think you could probably learn a lot about B2B at Taylor Swift's wedding.
B2B marketing from Taylor
You
Swift's
just
wedding.
have to talk to the right people.
True.
But yeah, I also love that like we were thinking that Taylor was gonna like do something completely off the wall, like just do like a concert or do something like really non-traditional, and it sounds to me like the run of show was very much like a traditional wedding. Like they got everybody
Yeah.
in a room, they sat them down, they had vows, they got up, they went to cocktail hour, then they went to dinner hour. Like And like she didn't really like lean away from any of the like millennial cringe aspects
Yeah, yeah.
of weddings that we have come to be so familiar with, which I think is
True.
so interesting. Like they had even had like, you know, baby pictures of Taylor and Travis like up on the
I
wall. I was
know. Yeah.
like this is actually just a millennial wedding. Like they
Yeah.
had
Yeah. They had their own
embroidered
logo.
hankies,
Yeah.
they had a logo, like basically a lot of things that like I had for my wedding were
Yeah.
also experienced at this one, which I thought actually is really cute. Like I love when Taylor zags from like Jonathan Anderson Dior dress to like baby
Yeah.
pictures of the bride and
To
groom.
like a
Like
little chuggy. Yeah. Yeah. But
absolutely.
yeah. No, I actually love that. I do appreciate seeing her just as like a real person and being like, oh yeah, like she is a billionaire and like crazy, has like a flock of people who could do her bidding at any time. But she also just really wants like baby pictures up next to her husband, like at her wedding,
It's
you know? Yeah.
sweet. And
I
like
know, it
it
is sweet.
might be just to like lend her self credibility as like a relatable person, but
Yeah.
also part of me thinks that it is like pretty genuine.
I think given her history of songwriting, as much as we know and see her as an independent woman, and I think she, you know, is, she's also dreamed about her wedding a long time. So, like, she's probably been thinking about this and had these details in her head from when she was 18, you know, or younger. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
think it's sweet. I mean, by all accounts, it was a really sweet affair. I would love to see what Adam Sandler wore.
yeah,
Like,
I know, me too. Probably also a
quite
white suit.
honestly,
Well, no, you can only the groom can wear a white suit, I guess.
I feel
But
like black suit, but like what kind of black suit?
yeah, true. I want to see. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see all this. I'm just
I know.
interested. It's just like
I truly can't wait. And like, what a feat to keep it all under wraps like
I
this,
know.
and
Yeah, yeah. But
just
yeah, I know it is. It was. I'm sure her publicist, Tree Payne, and all of the team are just relieved right now
they
that they're.
deserve
Yeah,
the biggest vacation,
yeah, yeah.
which I think they'll get. I think I heard that Taylor and Travis are actually scheduled to go to someone else's wedding
Oh,
this coming weekend.
okay.
So
So she doesn't have to deal with them, hopefully, for a
yeah,
couple
I think
days.
that
Yeah.
they get maybe some time off, I hope.
Yeah, yeah. They should
And
all take
well
a month
deserved.
off.
They did a
Yeah,
great job. I hope that
yeah,
Taylor and Travis have the best honeymoon.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah. And
yeah.
I hope he has a great season now. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I don't know very much about this, but Josh Allen had a really good season the year after he got married.
that's
So
true. Yeah, Josh Allen.
hoping.
Oh,
I
he's
know,
our,
poor Josh Allen.
he's so sweet. He like cried when he lost the Super Bowl. He was like, "It's all my fault." I'm like, dude, it's not your fault at
It
all.
is
But
his
like,
fault.
why is it his fault?
I mean, it wasn't his fault, but it was. Like when you're the quarterback, like the buck
Yeah,
stops with you, and also, I don't know. I think that in the way that he handled it was a lot better than the way that like Wemby handled not winning the NBA Finals this year. But like, at some point, like they need a fall guy. Like the boys need someone to blame,
yes, that's true. There's always going to be a fall
and
guy.
and like quite honestly, it's usually the officials that are at fault when you really
Yeah,
look back on it. But like you
yeah.
can't just blame the officials,
You
I
know,
guess.
because that's
So
bad form and poor sportsmanship. But still, it's like
yeah,
if you watch the second half, anyways. We
I
don't
know.
need to- I did hear, just as a little charming side note before we segue into other news from this week, but apparently Wemby was just like in a park painting a statue. Did you hear about this? Because he's a French
Like
guy. So
he was
like,
painting a statue that he had made, or he was painting a statue that
no,
was already in the
he
park.
was just like in a park, like fresco painting.
He was painting a picture of a statue.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was
Wait,
like,
I got like, yeah. I
was
think it
he
was Central Park.
vandalizing the statue?
No, 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 no. He was. This was like last month, but I just heard this story. I thought it was so charming.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
during
he's
the finals,
French.
and he was just like out there drawing, like
Love that
a
for him.
picture or sketching like a picture of a statue. I thought it was hilarious because he's
That is
like
really
this
sweet.
dude who's just like, you know, giant and kind of angry-ish on the court, and then just like painting a bronze statue in Central Park.
I love that for him.
So anyways, but there was some other news this week. Emmy nominations came out. We had a lot of couture shows. So Emmy noms. I don't know if you've seen yet, but Widow's
I haven't
Bay.
had a chance. Widow's Bay. I mean, you know my feelings on Widow's Bay. I thought it was amazing.
I finished it. I loved it, and it is really very nominated. It came in just under the water, I guess, or just under the wire, I guess, and it's doing quite well. So I will say it is not. Oh, I'm sorry. It is nominated for Best Comedy Series, and then the actresses are both. Who are they? What was her name? Kate O'Flynn, who plays Patricia. She was nominated.
Oh my God, give her all the Emmys.
I know. And Dale Dickey, who was that woman in The Office who's always smoking, she's nominated. I thought she did. She cracked me up. Yeah,
in that monologue that she gave.
That I loved that scene. That was so good.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, and Hacks is heavily nominated. Also, Betty Gilpin was nominated from Widow's Bay for a guest in the show, which I loved.
Yeah, she was very funny.
Yeah, and then just a ton of people nominated in the Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy for Hacks. So we have Leslie Bibb, Cherry Jones, Laurie Metcalf, Caitlin Olsen, Lauren Weedman, all nominated for Hacks.
Wow.
Then,
I mean, I feel like they have to get it in under the wire, right?
Yeah.
This is Hacks'
final season.
Last final.
Yeah.
Which I think probably a lot of these will go to Hacks, but I just want to say that I am voting for all the Widow's Bay people.
Widow's Bay was truly delightful and such a surprise. Like, it was not...
Oh, yeah. It was so good. And it was just such good writing. And like,
so good. Yeah.
For a show that, like, you know, it had a quick season. It was only, 7 or 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they didn't have time to, like, get, like, fan reactions and then react to them and then, like, you know, do any of the stuff that old school television shows were able to do. But they were also able to completely anticipate what the audience was going to be thinking at any given moment, and
it was amazing. Yeah,
then subvert us, and
it was surprising. Yeah. It was so much fun. I loved it. Yeah,
and Matthew Rhys, like he plays
a lot of yeah.
You don't really get to see him chew the scenery like this very often. The scenes between him and Hamish Linklater were some of my favorite things I've ever seen on television.
I wanted to say he's a national treasure, but I know he's not American.
He's an international treasure.
He's an international treasure. Despite being Welsh in a show called The Americans. I know, I love that he's Welsh. I only say that because my great-grandmother came from Wales, so I can totally relate to being Welsh
on this podcast.
Yeah, I do know. I took Welsh in college one semester because that's all they offered.
Because it's a small language.
It's actually really
they're like,
complex.
if you can't learn it in one semester, then we don't know what to do. It's more like
there wasn't enough interest. It was all like weird linguists, and then people who were like, I don't know why I'm here. Like, I like Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's why I'm here. Like, literally, there was one guy. They had one guy that said that. And all like linguists. And then I was there. And then one guy actually, who was in my Welsh class, is now a famous writer and is married to an actress. So I see him on my carpets once in a while, but that was fun.
It's lovely.
Yeah. So I guess the Welsh class was worth it, but he was really nice. We chatted a little bit in the years following, but anyways, I just like to pretend I have Welsh pride because I am like 1/8 or whatever Welsh.
I support it. I mean, if you were like, if Wales was like in the World Cup, you'd be like, yeah, Wales.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. And they're not. They're so small. And Britain has tried to take away their language for so long, but it's okay. It's all I remember from Welsh class. But yeah. Yeah, I'm also very British, so what am I going to say? Anyways, but yeah, so also It's always so funny to me when the bear is in comedy series, but whatever.
Although this, so these are the nominations for the previous season of The Bear, I'm guessing, because this season of The Bear like just came out.
Oh, I
The
guess.
final season like just dropped last
Yeah,
week,
like
I think.
I know, but I guess it
Um,
has to be, right?
Does it say the names of any of the episodes?
Um,
I guess I can.
I don't know if there are any listed here.
It just says The Bear. Um, but yeah, I mean, The
Yeah.
Bear was last season of The Bear was not my favorite
Mm-hmm.
season. This season, the first episode and a half were kind of a slog, but then the back half of the season, like
Mm-hmm.
actually recaptured the
The
magic of the
magic from the
first
beginning. Yeah.
season of The
Mm-hmm.
Bear. So that
Yeah.
was nice to see.
Yeah. That's
But I
great.
don't
I
think
have to
that's the
watch it.
season that's nominated. I think it's the previous year.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it wasn't nominated for a lot. Like, we don't have Jeremy Allen White in Best Actor. Shrinking was nominated for a amount, only Murders. But oh, hi Ruby. But yeah, really hacks Widow's Bay. And what was the other one that's really carrying it right now? We saw a couple others like Margot's Got Money Troubles.
I
But
love that. Did you watch
yeah,
that?
not yet. I need to. Apple TV is really killing it lately.
I really
So
liked
yeah,
it. Yeah, they've
yeah,
really kind of found it. So there was a couple years ago, I was like, yeah, Apple TV has got me for the first 15 minutes of whatever they want to put up there. And
yeah,
like, but that was kind of as far as I got.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm gonna watch the first 15 minutes of the like Chanel Dior show. I'm gonna watch the first 15 minutes of the like World War One airplane show. And watch the first 15 minutes of Palm Springs.
I actually like Fall. I haven't watched it. I haven't finished this season. I guess there's two seasons. I haven't finished the first season, but I actually thought it was kind of charming.
It was kind of charming. And yeah, they really had me for 15 minutes. And then I was
Yeah,
like, well, I have to get up and do something else. And I didn't return to it.
yeah, yeah,
But I mean, Widow's Bay, Margot's Got Money Troubles, like these were ones that I was like, I'm sitting down and I'm like waiting for them every week. And I'm really,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
feel like they're hitting their stride.
I think they are. I also like Sugar a lot, but I haven't watched the new season yet. Sugar's. I mean, I love Colin Farrell, so
I love him too. I'm gonna get around to it.
yes, it is very good. I also just love because, as we all know, I'm not a big reality TV person. I'm not really a Bravo person, but I do watch. I did watch Vanderpump Rules. Um,
What is the
and
connection?
Ariana Madix, who was part of Scandival, she worked
Okay.
at. She was part of Vanderpump Rules. She now
Yes.
hosts Love Island, and she was nominated as a host for an Emmy. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I see that.
yeah.
Was Alan Cumming was nominated too, right?
Yes,
For
yeah, and RuPaul.
Traitors.
Yep. We have RuPaul, Kristen Kish, Ariana Madix, and Jeff Probst. So along with Alan
Love
Cumming.
all of those people.
Yeah. So love that. Love that for her. Questionable behavior in that show in general. So no one's a perfect Emmy nominee, I guess. But I'm glad that she's turned that around from getting royally cheated on to now being nominated for an Emmy. So that's nice.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
limited series lead actor nominations are wild.
Yeah.
I feel like I just have to read them. Riz Ahmed for Bait, Jason Bateman for Black Rabbit, Charlie Hunnam for Monster, Oscar Isaac for Beef, and Matthew Rhys for The Beast and Me. I, like, I mean, okay.
It's a wide range.
I haven't seen Bait,
Me
but
either.
I do like. I feel like Jason Bateman and Charlie Hunnam. Like some of these things are not like the others.
Yeah,
Oscar
yeah,
Isaac in Beef, I think, is a great choice. Matthew
yeah,
Rhys in The Beast and Me. I didn't watch it, but I know him to be a
yeah. That's another one I started and I didn't like so much.
yeah. It's
I
based on a
just
book, right?
Yeah, and it was really just like Claire Danes being Claire Danes for like an hour, her typical thing.
Just
I don't know.
yeah. I feel like I'm not gonna watch it because like every time I see Claire Danes being Claire Danes, I'm reminded of how much sometimes I am Claire Danes.
I do not see Claire Danes in you at all. I'll just
You
say.
don't see just like a stressed out white woman walking around like a kind of
No.
white kitchen being like,
No, you hide your stress very well. Oh, my dog is going to start barking. Excuse
Is she
me,
gonna
no.
bark at my dog?
Oh my
are they
God,
on a
Ruby, do you
call?
want to come here? Do you want to join on the call? Come on up. You can do it. Come on. There's room. Come on. Do you want to see
if
Ruby?
Ruby is clocking the
Do you want
the
to see
screen.
Ruby?
Do you see?
Do you see?
Do you
Look.
see?
There's Ruby.
You see, doggy?
Do you see? Look.
Oh.
Look, there's Ruby. There's Ruby.
Look, it's Ruby.
Yeah, this is dog time. She's a husky, so I can't kiss her. I just have to pet her. She won't allow me to kiss her.
I know.
Yeah, we're in
I
obedience
know.
class, and she was great for 4 weeks or 3 weeks, and now she's really falling off the.
No.
Yeah, but anyways, all right, maybe
Ruby's like, I don't know why there are so many wires. It's
Ruby's
snuggle
so
time.
sweet. I love Ruby. But yeah, anything else you want to mention? I know we can talk about the couture shows next week.
I do feel like we should talk about the couture shows because I have a lot of thoughts. Also,
Okay.
like, I cannot believe like the street style photos that are coming out of Paris.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, first of all, it's 100 degrees there
I
still. Like,
know.
how are some of these people not dead?
Yeah.
But we can talk about all of it. We'll catch up next week.
Okay, yeah.
On
yeah.
all of the fashion stuff because I think there was some really good stuff. Jonathan Anderson among them.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And a couple of the houses have new creative designers and are doing like debut couture shows. So I think that is cool. And then some of the stuff is feeling like a little bit stale to me. So we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, there were some really interesting presentations, but I didn't love everything we saw. So we definitely need to do a full breakdown of that next week. But we had to address the Taylor stuff this week. And
yes, we had to get on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get this, like, some sort of, spread with the dress soon.
Yes, I would really hope so. That would be great to talk about. So
And the tuxes, and, like, just honestly, as, like, a little breadcrumb, like, could we just see Adam Sandler in his tux?
Just give us like a tiny little bit.
Just a little.
Just give us one little photo. Like, that's all we need to keep us satiated until the people spread. But yeah, all right. But thank you for joining us, everyone. My dog is going ham. She's like, It's too hot, and you ignored me for too long.
It's too hot. She's so right.
I know. She's a husky. This is uncomfortable for her. She's about to start barking. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. And we are on socials. I'll let you finish up. I'm going to mute for a sec.
We hope that you follow us on socials. We are at nysofalites on Instagram. You can send us an email to nysofalites@gmail.com. And of course, you can follow us and watch this podcast. You can see our cute dogs on YouTube at New York Sofalites. And we will see you next week.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, bye.